Stop phoning me, Glick.
Shut up, Juice WRLD.
Nigga, there's 2 rounds. What you talking about, bro? Jesus Christ, you just dick ate them niggas. You don't even know them niggas. Talking about they're just him, they're just this, they're just that. Bro, go up here. I'm out. I'm gonna be top 10. That's why it don't matter. Oh shit. What, nigga? Stop playing on me, bro. Wait, I might not be top 10. I don't know, bro. Homies, I don't know. I feel like I've been running forever, bro. Oh wait, I'm about to qualify right now. This map's ass. This is ass right here. He's ass. This dude I'm watching is ass. I'm not watching him anymore. They're all ass.
I'm cooked.
Can you send me another text in the morning and tell me to get coffee after work?
Yes.
I'm off here. Where's Squeeze at? 2v2. MLB. That nigga's
Don't
over there
waste his
rubbing.
time.
He's over there rubbing one out.
I'm on Fall Guys waiting for her to get on. If she don't get on, I'm getting off and I'm going back to my show. Yo, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, but you're talking about me.
Yeah, because they're telling me to fucking play MLB, and I just said I'm not playing MLB. If you're not getting on Fall Guys, I'm getting back on Netflix. So calm your ass down. Thank you.
Jesus Christ. Relax, did man.
Nothing, bro. She trying to crash out, bro. Everybody's in my way, bro. Oh, grab. Yeah, I don't qualify here.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. Who's lost in the sauce?
I'm gonna go watch this shine.
Oh. don't get no rank up off of that. I'm never gonna hit champ. Never gonna hit champ. Bro, didn't you just hear me say I wasn't playing nothing, bro? Bro, it's not you, bro. Go play some other shit. No. I'm getting back on Netflix, brother. Out my share screen.
Fuck you and your shit stream. I was actually watching you play Fall Guys, bro. You gonna end it.
You don't want to see that, JB. Yo. Let me. Oh, that's it right there. No, I did watch that. I did watch it. I watched it when you sent it on, bro.
Yo, yo. Yeah. Wait, who is it?
My food's outside. I'm gonna go get that in my boxers. Listen.
Let me see. Ah!
Yo. 112. 412.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Deep to return is Darius Davis. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go. Check go.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
60 Maverick, 18 Rattler.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Ready.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
18, Pioneer. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Cougar 19, down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Come on, set. Buffalo 18. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Now a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Warrior 70.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Ready.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Okay.
The
ready.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
60. 19 Lion. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hunt, hunt.
He'll look to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the ready. Ready, ready.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, he finds Vele. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Ready, set.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Seven Pirate. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Down.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick. Check go.
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit...
He's got a man. Complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 4th down. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
On the set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
60 Bison. 18 Pioneer. 79 Bronco. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hunt, hunt.
2nd and 2. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lion. Here we go, shot.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 99 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready up.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Set up. Check. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
On the double.
Now 2nd and 3.
Buffalo 18. Down. Check go.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
19 tight. Get up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the right side and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's got it to the 43 here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Warrior 70. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Here we go. Set. Mustang 19. Cub 19. Cub 19. Ready, ready?
Back to throw again. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
2nd and 5. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2.
Set up. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hut, hut. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Riggs. Riggs. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirate. Set up.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd and 15. Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Okay,
3rd and 5.
let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Say, hey. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
He'll look to throw. That is caught by Vele. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Set, go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Ready, ready. Set up.
They'll look to throw again. Going right back to Ferguson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
79 Bronco. Set up. Street.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for two here.
Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Come on. Set.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to try and go deep again. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
Dragon 60.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a fourth here. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Go.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
On the double.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. Now he's free up the left sideline. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Austin, 87 yards. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Got it. Ready?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Open man downfield. It's Vele. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Check go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Ready?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll drop to throw. And He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Come on, set. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Buffalo 18. Check go.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. But, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Okay, ready?
3rd and 3. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Set up. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a